back again in the video, and I can see you guys questioning right now, why does this dude have crutches? Turns out, the meet that I went to on December 6th, it did not turn out pretty. It really didn't. So basically how this happened is, I was traveling from New York to Connecticut, and I had to go through like a whole process, and I found out I was going to be at the meet by 4 o'clock, which wasn't good because my event started at 3:30. What I decided to do is I decided to take an Uber from a random train station all the way up to the college, and then I got there, and then everybody was just lined up for the 55. So I didn't have any time to warm up, nothing, stretch like that, nothing. I had to just strip down and just get ready to run. It wasn't a good race, it wasn't a pretty race. It was probably one of the worst races that I've ever ran in track. In the prelims in the 55, I ran a 6.55, and then that kind of hurt my hamstring. So when I made it in the finals, I decided just to calm down a little bit because it might be hot, all of that. Because if I knew if I would have like stretched or warm up a little bit more, I knew it was going to provoke it even more. And then in the finals, I ran a 6.52. I messed it up even more. And then I decided to go to the doctors for it. And basically they said I'll be out to 3 to 8 weeks, but most likely not. I'm probably going to say around a week and a half. But it's sad to say this, but I am shutting down my winter season in track and field. The one thing I should have never done was ran in that finals. I should have never. After I hurt myself in the prelims, I should have just left. I should have just false started. I should have just scratched. I should have just never ran it in general. That was a careless mistake by me, and it's just a lesson, you know. I mean, I don't really consider this as a loss. It's just a lesson learned, and you gotta move on from it. I know a lot of y'all thinking maybe 3 to 8 weeks wouldn't be that bad. Maybe you could still catch your indoor season and probably run like a calm 6.3, which is like around a 6.7, 6.8 in the 60 meters, or just run like a 21 real quick by the end of the season. I'm like, but I mean, let's be honest. We all know that I can run these fast times, but why risk it? You know, there's so much better opportunity that's coming to me, and I don't need to risk it on running unattached anymore. So, is this the end of my track videos? Yes, it is. It really sucks, but I'm gonna get to the good part. All right, let me put the cartridge away. So basically, I actually signed up for school. Yes, I did. I'm probably going to tell you guys at the end of the video where I signed, but I just want to talk to you guys about the process that it took, basically for me to get to where I am. It really took a lot of work to become a Division I prospect. It really did. From my times in high school, 11.11 and then 22.24, those would have never cut it for any of those D1 teams. So I mean, I had to like settle for like a Division II or Division III school, which isn't a bad thing. And I want you guys to keep in mind, divisions really do not matter. You could have someone that's D1 running a 10.8, and then you could have a 10.3 guy that's running at a Division III or a JUCO school. Divisions do not matter. It's all about the program. Keep that in mind. But anyways, so I decided to run at a school called Bowie State University in Maryland. I was projected to run my indoor and outdoor season, but things just came up. They said I was an ineligible athlete because I failed math, science, English, and they said I scored a 820 on my SAT, which is all that information is false. It was unbelievable. I was just shocked because if that was the case, I would never graduate high school, and my grades were well over 820. Like it was just simple. It was unbelievable. And, you know, I think me, my dad, my high school coach, my guidance counselor, we were trying everything our hardest to get me to run, but I don't think it was happening. It really wasn't. So at that point, I didn't even know what to do. I was literally sitting in my dorm room. I'm just thinking, I'm like, wow, everything just kind of just hit me. As I had this goal, it's like, I really want to do something this year. I really want to go 21.2. I want to go like 10.4. Like those, I wanted to hit some really fast times and make some big growth. But it's like I just would have never like had the opportunity. What I decided to do, I decided to just train myself And at that point, it's just like I just didn't really know what I was doing really. Like I had no idea, so I just had to like kind of study everything about track and sprint mechanics, like how workouts are supposed to be designed and all that. I just kind of had to teach myself in a way it's like I'm my own coach, and it's been working for the past, I want to say, 2 years. This has been happening, me running by myself. It really has, but it was definitely a struggle, man. It really was. It wasn't the easiest process, and if I would have definitely ran in some official meets, I think my freshman year, I probably ran like a 21.9, 10.8, something, just something not that great, because I was just trained by myself, because I just didn't know what I was doing. You know, I was very inconsistent with my workouts, and my projections just dropped automatically. Like I really thought I was gonna go 21.2, which I probably could have, but I mean, it happens when you run by yourself. You don't have anybody to run with. You don't have like a stopwatch to like clock yourself. You know, it's hard. Sometimes I just have to guess it in my head. It really is. I always kind of think everything is just a blessing, because you know what? I don't think I'd have been that hungry for it. Like I really wanted all these times that badly. I really wanted, you know, and it changed. It changed my whole attitude with track. It really did. And eventually, I just got faster. You know, my times are dropping. Everything's just improving. It's good. And then, basically outdoor, I decided to make a transfer because I just wasn't happy here anymore. I really wasn't. So once I opened up the transfer, for some reason, eligibility just shot like open, and then the coaches asked, listen, the first day they asked if I wanted to come back, but I respectfully declined it. You know, I just didn't want to do it. You know, I just need some space to come think about everything, and I just didn't think it was for me anymore. So basically after that, I ran out of meat, and the meet that I ran in, it was like some local meet out here in New York. As soon as I got back from Maryland, and then that one day, I just tore my ACL. I found out that I was supposed to be out for 1 year, and I was just devastated because I had plans of transferring to a school in Connecticut, which I'm not going to speak up on. But yeah, it sucked. It definitely did. I lost a lot of confidence. I really did. I lost a lot of confidence in myself. Everything was just broken, you know. And then I remember one day, my dad asked me, "Listen, if school's not for you, if you don't like it, if you're not happy, you know you can always tell me to drop out." And that kind of clicked because, you know, I just love track too much that I just can't quit. I really can't, you know. I love too much. I've been working way too hard. Working out countless nights, sometimes even two, because I'm that crazy. I'm really that crazy. Like I'll go out to the track at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's just that type of vibe, y'all. So I was like, I can't do it. Even though I just feel like school isn't for me, I gotta keep going, you know. So I decided to keep going to school. I stayed at a community college in New York, and I decided to just train myself again, you know. And I just been watching videos, highlights, and all that, and I've just been improving. And that's when I started to run unattached meets that were actually official. So I ran some pretty decent times, not the greatest, because I just didn't know what I was doing. I definitely should have ran more 400s and 200s, because I think I would have strengthened up my 60 a lot. That definitely would have. It's just a lesson learned, you know. I mean, I ran the 6.9, which wasn't the prettiest time really, but it made a lot of coaches impressed because they just don't see that often. You don't see a guy that trained by himself get faster, because usually a lot of coaches say like athletes that just train by themselves, they usually get slower, but I just had a different plan, you know. And then I finished my indoor season, going to my outdoor, and then that's the time it's like, okay, you know what? I think I just need to go to the college now and just finish it. I need to go. And basically, I ran the 10.6, which I was it was alright. It wasn't a good 10-6 really. Like I think if I'd have ran that race more properly, I think that'd have been definitely like a 10-5 low, which would have been like okay, that's not bad. It really isn't. So 10-6. I've been emailing coaches and all that, seeing what I could do, and then literally some of them were just unbelievable. Some of them were just I don't know. A lot of them treated me with disrespect. I'm not gonna say the schools because that's just not right. A couple of them just say I'm just not it's a waste of talent. One of them said that. And then others say have fun in like a different school. Why you're gonna be running really slow and they're just gonna blame you. You know, I mean, and then when I found out I just couldn't transfer because of, like personal situations, and I was just so upset because everything that I just worked for is basically going to waste, you know, and that's when I was like really thinking like, yo, I really don't want to do this anymore. I really don't. I'm not. I wasn't the happiest camper, you know, because I think if I was to run at a really good program, I think my 10-6 would never been a 10-6 really, to keep it a buck, you know. But then everybody just telling me to just keep going, you know. Everything happens for a reason. Tough times do happen, it really does. But training with my friends over the summer, just bonding with them, and then one of them just telling me just like you're just a role model to me. It's just like, what would I do if I quit now? Like that's just a really bad example. So you know, I just couldn't. Even though I wasn't like the happiest person, I always try to just do stuff involving track that will make me happy. You know. Going into this year fall, I'm still at the same school I'm at in New York, and basically, I was still hitting up coaches and all that, and I actually got blessed. Yeah, I really did. They were just impressed that I was running these times just by myself, and it was just a really good feeling, you know. Like I really do appreciate that people saying like the dude ran a 10-6 by himself. He's competing with these other colleges by himself. He would place in some of these meets and conferences. I really do appreciate that, but you know, it's cool and all. It really is, but it's like I want more. I definitely did. And this year, it definitely taught me that. It taught me that a lot. Like you just gotta keep going. You just gotta be hungry. You really do. It was really such a process to get to this point. It really was. I don't think a lot of people would understand. You know, the countless training nights, waking up in the morning just to work out, just going to gyms at random times, and all that. You know, I care for the sport a lot, and definitely, it felt like it really did feel good when coach said it was just impressed I ran the time by myself. You know, coach just like it was just like a really good feeling, you know. And all my friends, even the new people that subscribe to my channel, they were just impressed. They just wonder how I ran that by myself. I'm like, you know, it's just hard work. You know, when things don't go your way, you just can't stop. You know, and definitely shout out to the boys that I trained with over the summer. Shout out to my bestie. You already know who you are. Like definitely, y'all kept me through. You know, and definitely, I'm really too excited to announce that I am going to transfer to Eastern Michigan University for track. Can't wait to team up with my boy Frank. Both of us coming out of Long Island. It's going to be a great dynamic duo. It really is. I think it's going to be a really special one too. I really think we could just do something here. You know. I don't know what's gonna happen to my YouTube videos. I really don't know, but just know there will be no more track videos. Maybe like track vlog snippets, but like definitely no track videos because some of those things you just gotta keep private. You know, running unattached was a very interesting journey. You know, I really liked it a lot. Going to track meets, wearing like my superhero theme shirts, like it was pretty fun. You know. And they're just like underestimating me, and I'm just going pew. Nah, but yo, it was really fun while it lasted, and I'm grateful for it. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do my ad video. Hopefully, I get off these crutches by Wednesday. So if I could record tomorrow, maybe I'll post it on Thursday. But yeah, let's just hope for the best. But thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below. I'll catch y'all.